slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last.
And do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. For Darrell Patterson to return for the Steelers. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out to man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. right there.
Throwing on third, Wilson. That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Look for signal.
First and 10, give to Harris. Open space inside the 40. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
What? There's 12, 12, 12. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Good.
First down, here's Russ. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Left pass, left pass. Block that, block that.
Harris. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
On 1, ready?
They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Behind! Behind!
Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Right back to Moss now. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That stop made by T.J. Watt. He'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This one's quickly to Jones. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Running on 2nd with Moss. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Jones reels it in. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
11.
Play action now, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the Steelers going nickel. 3rd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. He has the first over the middle. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10.
Look.
Wilson with it on 1st. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down.
Good shot.
Running behind center with Harris. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Miles Murphy. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
What? Good, 12.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
What?
3rd and just 2 to go.
What?
Throwing is Wilson. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What's this say?
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Lays out, what a catch! 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down, and when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm wondering. Here we go. 11 mighty. 12. 11. Lays up.
Moss with another carry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On target to his man Higgins. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Searching. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
On 2. It's set. 11 empty.
Trying again, following the set. That pass complete to Moss. And he gets him around 6 there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Burrow setting up the play action. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Hits a seam at the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
There.
Harris once more. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
All go special. All go special.
Wilson out of the pistol. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Settle it.
Wilson now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st down, ball at the 36. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers with a chance to break this tie. First down, ball at the 36. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ross off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield. It doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
What? 14, run it.
Russ now from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And not only has he reached the century mark in receptions this season, it's good enough to sit him among the league's leaders in that category. Has the connection to Jones. They'll work it a couple yards past the line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They've got first down from the 31.
What? Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Good guys, 4 down. There. Right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And not a Great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Second and 10 now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
One, ready?
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Stop!
From the 48. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
He lets a heater go deep. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Took right.
Wilson on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. George Pickens, the intended target. So that brings up second down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Left hash.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15.
Burley.
He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Calvin Austin on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. And carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A tight end in motion now.
Friday.
Wilson on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football.
On 1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And a 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Higgins makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11 common.
Play action now. Burrow. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Burrow. Moss hauls it in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
They go play action here. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give now to Najee. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Zebra.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
14, got it. Good shot.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On the return, here's Jones. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, here's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
11 Thomas.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. On 1st down, it's Moss. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
11 MT. Ready, touch.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds his man, Chase. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Turbo touch.
Working inside the red zone. Jones reels it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Play. Check.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Looking for a target. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Nearly an interception on that play. So 2nd down coming up.
Play.
Wilson now from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
A third down run with Harris. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
First down, here's Russ. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now within one score in the fourth. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for two.
Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Wilson's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him two and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. This return starts at the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty.
First
11
down,
mighty.
Burrow to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Second and 3 now.
Get set. That.
From the 41. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here we go. Stop.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. 42. Stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty. 11, 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That pass complete to Moss. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Finds Chase on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal.
11.
Another try following the sack. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
They look to run with Moss. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. This return makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Russ setting to throw. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 21-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Najee takes this one. Works his way to the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers come through to tie it in the 4th. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. On first down, here's Burrow. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. Got his target, it's Higgins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Harris. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They'll run with Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's a give to Harris. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
I was built to last when the webs are weaving. I could change the past. I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas. Never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally